Hello my lovely Flosstube friends, I'm Tan. Welcome back to my channel, the Monogamous Cross Stitcher, cxc.by.tan on Instagram. Right, so I've been planning to film this video for about 2 weeks now and I've just not gotten round to it. Either work has just completely kicked my bum and I've just been so tired, or I've just basically, the only days I've had, I've been trying to rush to get ready for any holidays or any retreats or stitchy days or whatever else is coming up. So yeah, I literally just came back from Hereford this morning, had a nap, and here I am. So hopefully it's not too bad. Right, so I was going to wait till Thursday, but I am on night shift for the next 3 nights, and then I am away again at the weekend for a private retreat that I organise. So I've got so much to tell you. I thought I really need to just come on and get this video done. So what has been happening in April? So this is April's stitchy update. In April I had my very own stitchy day that I organised, which was nearer the end of the month, which was a success again. Thank you to all the lovely ladies that come. It wouldn't be the same without you. We have such a great time, and I decided this time to pop a table next door to the little kitchen that we have, thinking, oh, that'll be plenty room for, you know, the few little snacks. I know Sally sometimes brings a couple of packets of snacks, and I've got some cans of pop this time to put on there, and I normally get like a nice packet of mixed biscuits as a thank you for the group as well. And then everyone turned up with like loads of snacks, and I was like, there's not enough room on this table, so definitely need a bigger table. But it was a great day. I really enjoyed it. And you know, at that stitchy day I was very much enabled. As you all know, I'm not enabled very easily. So I had my most recent finish, which was my spring Quaker, which we'll come back to. And yeah, I was experiencing the sadness. You'll have to let me know in the comments if any of you experience this, but I find that when I finish a piece, I get so sad that I struggle to pick up a needle to continue with the other whip I've got or a new start. I just really struggle. So the day before the stitchy day, I had a stitchy day with my friend Nat, and we went to this lovely I don't know if any of you are aware that live around here, but we went to Himley Park. We just sat in the gardens in the sun. As you can see, I've caught the sun quite nicely. I was a bit redder than this, but luckily it's gone down a little bit. And we had a really nice just chat, stitching, coffee, cake, you know, the usual. And she says to me, "You're going to stitch today?" I went, yeah. And I wasn't stitching very much, you know. And I says, I don't know if I want a new start. I says, because I'm enjoying my cat sampler, but I'm not loving it to continue at the moment. So she says, well, what are you thinking of starting? And I says, well, I really want to do a long dog, but I'm quite picky when it comes to things I stitch. So I wasn't sure which one to do. Now, I've been watching Holly, the cross stitch addict, for a long time, and I watched the most recent update, and she'd been working on Resistance is Futile, and I was loving how that was coming out, and I thought, well, that's very Quaker style, it's very me, I really like it. I do have some really pretty fabric that I brought, God, I think it was back in 2016, between 2016 and 2018 I brought this fabric, and I brought it from Chromatic Alchemy, and I was like, that'll look good on there, and I remember it being quite a big piece, so I dug it out, took it with me on Saturday, and I showed Nat it with the black, and everyone was saying, yeah, you should start that today. And I says, I haven't got the pattern. Someone was like, I'll get you the pattern. So I don't have a spare needle. No, I have a spare needle. So you don't say I can't in front of a group of stitchers, because then they'll all offer you everything you need. So then I had a new start that day. So that is my new start for May. So I will be showing you that as well just now. And then I went on the Ladybird cross stitch retreat, which I normally do in April. Went up on the Thursday. Had a lovely time. I actually sat on 3 different tables, which is, it's normal for me to have a base on one table and then jump around to different tables talking to people, but this time I literally sat on 3 different tables. So I started off on the table with Nat, Leanne and Tarina, and some other ladies. Was there some other ladies? I think Judy was on there as well at the time, or was she? I can't remember. And then on the Friday I sat on my original table with the girls. I didn't get a picture with the first table, but I did get a picture with the second table. So this is the ladies who I sat on the second table with. We had a nice time, a lovely Friday. And then on the Saturday, I think probably Saturday afternoonish, I ended up moving on to another table, because I just can't keep still, clearly. And I sat with these lovely ladies, and we had a lovely time as well, and I stayed with them until we all left on the Sunday. So I think I've realised going forward that I don't actually, rather than sitting on a specific table all weekend, I'm going to sit on a different table every retreat. So then I can get to know the people on that table, because I do like talking to people. At the end of the retreat, I am always extremely burnt out from all the social chatting, but I've decided that's what I'm going to do from now on. So yeah, that's the plan. But anyway, so I've had a very busy, stitchy month socialising. I also did about 15,000 stitches. I'll put the actual number just here, how many I did, which was quite impressive. I have got some haul from the Ladybird retreat, which I will share. Also my Silks for You monthly pack as well. I have 3 finishes, 1 fully finished, 2 finishes to show you. I have a finish for now. I have a whip, and I have a new start. So that's quite a lot for me, isn't it? Yeah, like I said, April was quite a busy month. So we'll get on with the start. So obviously I'm going to show you my smaller start first, because then the other one's quite big. It's quite a big one to wrangle. Now I do apologise for these not being ironed. Okay, so here's the detail. So when you last saw it, it looked like this, and that's all the details of the fabric and things. And this is what it looks like now. So I started this on the 20th of March along with Kat from Catkin and Lily, along with some of her Patreon members, and we did it over 5-6 weeks. So I did a little part each week, and I decided to put the date in, because I do plan to do all of these this year. So I decided to put the date in. So yeah, I'll give a close up. I'm very happy with how this one turned out. It's just unfortunate about the creases. So that's my first finish. My second finish, which is a big one. So the last time you saw it, it looked like this. I actually planned to finish this at the Ladybird retreat so I could show it while I was there. And I finished it on Friday morning. I was determined. So this is it now. and it is just absolutely amazing. I am so proud of it. I don't know if the buttons add anything to it, because as you know I had to buy a second pack of buttons. But yeah, my advice to anyone that's stitching this is leave the dragon and the moon till last, because I find the ship's colours are a bit boring, so it gets a bit repetitive. So I'm going to put it on the board, and then I'm going to bring you in to have some close-ups. So hopefully you can see that okay. But I tell you, this this dragon, this pirate and this shark though, I mean, just look at them. Bloody loved it. Now, as you all know, I'm not a huge fan of backstitch, but that was quite easy backstitch. Even the little bit of difficult backstitch, like on the moon, it wasn't too bad. As you can see on the moon, it wasn't too bad, to be fair. So I was quite happy with how that turned out. Very happy. Alright, so I am actually going to send that off to the framers. I'm going to send that off in June to be framed. So I don't know if I'm going to have it posted back to me yet or collect it in October. But this is going to go on the wall at my partner's house and live there. So he's very excited to get that on his wall, as you can imagine. Right, so I will do my fully finish. Don't know if you've noticed anything in the background, but I do have a fully finish. I finally finished spring, and this is the details. So the plan was to do the entire thing variegated green, and I went up to the tulips and I was like, oh, I could make those pretty colours. Then I ended up just adding colours to every single panel. And to be quite honest, I love how it's turned out, I really do. So as soon as I finished it, I fully finished it straight away, moved up winter and then put spring straight in there. And now that lives on my shelf. So there's a bit of a close-up. I just absolutely love these. So I have finished all of Lauren's pillows now. So that lives up there. There we go. Right, so those are all my finishes and my fully finishes. I'm just going to have a quick drink. It's only been 13 minutes, but I've had a lot to say in 13 minutes. It's quite a jam-packed floss tube. Right, and my finish for now is my 4 seasons. So this is what it looked like before. I think I'd started it, yeah. And I'm doing this seasonally, so my plan was to we started this on the 20th of March. I started this with Jess from Sloan Stitches, and then Abby joined in, and then my friend Claire joined in with us. So there's currently 4 of us stitching this. I think me and Abby have now finished spring. Jess isn't far behind. I'm not sure how far Claire is, but I absolutely love it. So here we go. It's just so cute. So I decided on the sparkle 25 count because I wanted it like Diddy to pop into a frame. I just think it's lovely. So cute. So happy with how it's turned out. Yeah. So that's my finish for now. So I'll pick that back up on the first day of summer, and then continue with summer, finish summer, and then go from there. Right then, so that is all. That's my finishes, my finish for now, and my FFO. I'm going to get on to, no, I haven't done anything on my flag, so that my poor flag is just sitting there, just completely lonely at the minute, not getting any love at all. But it's the way it is, unfortunately, isn't it? Sometimes we put the whips down and then we don't pick them up for a bit. So okay, this is the only other whip I've got at the moment, apart from my new start that well, I'll probably, to be honest, I won't continue stitching on this until I finish my long dog, in all honesty, because I'm really quite enjoying it now. So I'm just going to plow on with that, and then once I finish that, I'll come back to this. So this is my cat sampler. And this is what it looked like when you last saw it, if you did, or if not, what it will look like when it's finished. And this is what it looks like now. So not a massive amount done. The colours I chose originally for the purple, blue, green and red, I wasn't keen, they were a bit too solid, so I ended up going for the dinky dyes. So I don't think I've got them on my panel, so I'll tell you here. The dinky dyes I went for was Shade of Wine for the red, Coranda for the green, Dreamtime for the blue, and for the purple, Mystic Pools. Bring you in. So yeah, I'm loving how it's coming. It's coming out great. I found that I think the reason I wanted a new start was because quite a lot of the things I've stitched recently have been in variegated thread, and I find with variegated thread, as much as I love stitching with it, I find you need a lot of concentration for it. So you can't just stitch away without thinking. You kind of have to think, right, where am I going to place the next stitches? And obviously you have to do one stitch at a time, which I normally do anyway, because I find that when I do, is it the Danish method, I always forget to go back and cross across, so I don't do that very often. But it was just more a case of I just needed some mindless stitching to do, and we all know I don't go for small pieces, so I ended up going for a rather large piece. So going back onto it, this is my new start. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. It was actually Holly, the cross stitch, had it that inspired this, and it was all the girls at my lovely stitchy group that enabled me very nicely to start. So this is Resistance is Futile. Now I started this a week ago, I want to say, and I am nearly 20, I'm not far off 16% complete. Now the fabric is showing up pretty true, actually. This fabric is just absolutely gorgeous. I brought it back in between 2016 2018, and I brought it because it was pretty, and I never knew what I was going to stitch on it, to be fair. And then when I thought of this, I was like, oh. So yeah, close up. So I decided to do this in just the black, and that's how far we've got so far, and I'm absolutely loving it. So last night I focused on doing the border, yesterday and last night, of the second row, and now I'm filling in. So yeah, very much enjoying that one, very much. So that's my new start. The fabric is called Soul. I think I have put it on the info panel. And yeah, my new start. So what are my plans going forward? So my plans going forward into May, well, we're already nearly 2 weeks into May because I'm very late with this video. So my plans going forward are, I plan to monogamously, because I am the monogamous cross stitcher, to stitch on my Resistance is Futile completely. Basically get as much of that as I can done, because I'm enjoying it. So it's obviously my soul piece. I don't think the first day of summer is until, is it June? So I won't be getting back to my 4 seasons piece until then. I don't have any other new starts planned. I do actually want to start my summer Quaker. I do want to get that up, and no, I don't need to, I'm not framing that. Thinking out loud. So I was thinking to myself that I was going to get that one stitched and framed, but that's not what I'm currently framing at the moment because I've only got so much space. So I decided that I would only frame the Flossabilities pillows. So yes, I would like to do the summer one before summer, but I don't have to. It doesn't matter if I don't. And that's it really. I don't really have any massive stitchy plans, just focus on my long dog. I am going, well, my sister, funnily enough, is looking to move out, which is great news for her, my nephew and her boyfriend. I know they've been wanting to move out for a while and they've been saving. So they've looked at a house, and I think it may very much be that they will be renting very soon. So I have decided, my sister doesn't watch these videos anyway, so I have decided that I'm going to do you remember that chart that I brought, Welcome to the Nut House, from Create Nostalgia in March? I've decided that I think I might stitch that for my sister as a moving in present. They can pop it in the hallway somewhere or anywhere they want to put it. But I thought that'd be nice. It's a cute pattern. She really appreciated the diamond painting that I did for her and Oliver. She really appreciated the cross stitch I did for Oliver when he was born. So hopefully this will be appreciated. A boyfriend tends to always like my finished pieces on Facebook when I post them, so I think he'd really appreciate it. So we'll see. But that's the plan. So that might be added into my May plans, depending if they get a house and move out soon. And obviously it won't take me long. That'll become my focus piece and I'll get that done and dusted. So yes. Right, so I'm heading to Wales this weekend for a private retreat with a lovely group of girls. We are going to the Nimble Fimble on Friday, and then we're going to Create Nostalgia on Saturday. So I'm really looking forward to that. I've got my money saved, ready for some spending. I've got a little list of mainly threads that I want to get. So I want to get an extra skein of dinky dyes for my cat sampler when I get back to that. While I'm there, I might as well, and I'll see what charts I can find that I like the look of. So yeah, that's the only plans, so I'm looking forward to that. That's happening on Friday, so I've got quite a busy week. So I'm in work the next 3 nights, and then Thursday I've got some little bits to do ready for the holiday. Obviously pack. Also I want to refresh my hair because my dye actually came over the weekend while I was with Rich, so I'm excited to refresh my hair again. yes, it has literally been 2 months since I did my hair, and already it needs refreshed, but that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm pretty prepared and ready to go. I know what whip I'm taking. I'm only literally taking my long dog. I'm going to take my finish to show the ladies, and I think that's it. Fab. Yeah. So that is the plan for the rest of this month. I have my we're in May, aren't we? Did I already have my stitchy day? Yes, we already had the stitchy day in May. It wasn't April, sorry, it was May. So the next stitchy day that I'll be organising won't be until June. I don't think I have any other stitchy days planned in May unless I have any spontaneous days out with Nat. We shall see. And I think, yeah, I think that's it. Right then, we're going to move on to haul. So I'm going to have a quick drink. I'll tell you what I have been doing this last couple of weeks actually is back in about 2018 I used to sell cxc thread. I was one of the first sellers in the UK to sell cxc, hence why my name is cxc.by.tan on Instagram. And I decided, because when I was speaking to Beth at Ladybird, she told me that she logs everything into a spreadsheet. And I says, oh, can I have a copy of this spreadsheet? And she says, yeah, and then just delete off what you don't use. So I have inputted all of my threads that I've got, like remaining stock, which is now my stash. Quite a healthy stash. I've literally counted every single skein in my stash apart from the 900, so I still need to do that, which I might do today actually before I head to work tonight. And then I know then which colours I need to, because I want at least 4 of each colour. So then I might do a massive order on AliExpress of, I think it'll probably be about 600 skeins to then get all of my collection up to 4 colours each. Because then at least it's there and I don't have to buy from anyone else if I don't need to, which has saved me money in the long run. I'm still doing my organising and decluttering, so I have and will continue that. So yeah, right, haul. We're going to get on to haul now. Sorry for the bag. Okay, so on the freebie table, my lovely friend Sam put these little couple of oh, it's a long one. Okay, this is the first time I've actually got it out of the bag. So she put this on, which is the Cotton and Twine from 2022. And I love Halloween. I'll stitch anything Halloween because at Halloween my whole house is going to be Halloween. So she put that on for free. So I snapped that up because I do plan to get that stitched, definitely. I also brought a pattern off the D-stash table. I'm not sure if I've shown it on here before, but I do actually have, I think it's called Hissed Off by Silver Creek Samplers. And I was looking at this one on 123 stitch quite a while ago, thinking, oh, do I want that? Do I? And then when I saw it on the D-stash for only a £5, I was like, oh, gotta go for it. So I got this one, I Beg Your Pardon, which I love it. So I've decided what I'll do is, rather than have a grey leg and paw, I'm gonna do it in brown and cream for my little boy, because I obviously have a brown tabby. So I've got that. And of course, paper patterns are not, I don't limit now because I've got Exodo, so I don't mind that. Then I also just pointed out some of these pretty threads off the de-stash table. So I did actually get some of these, which were from Sandra as well, paint box thread. So I don't know if you can see them very well with the glare. So it's blues, purples and greens. That's better. So we've got those. And then the other pack, I don't know if this will show up very well as well. And it's the dark collection. Sorry if he's not showing up very well. So originally I chose the purple, a burgundy and a blue and a green from that collection. I just found they were very dark, so those were the colours I'd chosen. I just found they were very solid and dark, so I changed my mind. So those came in that collection, which is called that was called the Darks collection from Paint Box Threads. If ever you want to get those, the lady is on Etsy. And that other collection was the Wisteria Blooms, because she does tend to do these for actual charts as well. And then my other pretty colours from Silks For You came in. So these would be for March, I think. And they are gorgeous. Look at those. Don't they just scream me? So you've got this one, which is PR167. Beautiful rainbow thread. Then you've got this one, which is CM012, which is gorgeous. Don't know what I'm going to stitch with that one, but I love it. This one, which is PR051. That's gorgeous. These are coming up quite true, actually. The light's not great today, but everything's coming up quite nice and true. And this beautiful Halloweeny looking one is PR205. Just gorgeous. So these colours that I tend to go for from the Silks For You are the colours that they already have, because just in case I get a colour one month and think that's absolutely gorgeous and I need to buy a hank. So there they are again properly. Just so pretty. So pretty. Just in case I want to buy a full hank and, you know, do another long dog, you know, you never know. So that's all of my haul for April. Yes, I've been reasonably reserved actually, because I knew I was going to create Nostalgia and Nimble Thimble again this month. I didn't want to spend too much at the retreat, because I will be spending my money there instead. So I expect a bit of maybe a bit of a retreat, a haul in the next video. So in the last video I had a giveaway for the pack of DMC threads, 1 to 35. I don't actually have the other pack to hand, but this is basically similar. So it was a pack of 1 to 35. It wasn't the complete 1 to 35 set. There was some colours missing, and the lady hasn't got back to me yet, so I'm going to give her another chance to get back to me. So the winner of that was Susanna Clarney. So if you could get back to me, Sue, by the next video, then I will get those posted out to you. If you don't get back to me by the next video, then I will redraw for those. So yes, I think that's everything. Yeah, that was a reasonably shortish video actually, with everything I had to say. So that's pretty much everything I've got to say. I hope you all have a lovely May. We've got some lovely weather here in the UK, as you can see. I've got a nice bit of colour on my face for once, which is always good. And yeah, I hope you all have a lovely May, and hopefully I will try and get back to you a bit sooner than 5-6 weeks has it been. Yes, try and get back to you sooner, and you all take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.